Week 5, and I'm actually recording this the week of. Isn't that super special? Alright, we have a choo-choo train gonna give Coco a heart attack. Beware. Eggy on Coon. Coon is not a standard lead. Eggy doesn't want to sleep in powder into it in case it is sleep talk toxic, or the ice beam, just like stall stuff. But also could be Mirror Coat. Mirror Coat Suicune is garbage because it aims to Oko Zapdos with the Mirror Coat, and then Zapdos misses Thunder. And then you cry yourself to sleep at night because you're playing Generation 2. And you miss Thunder on a Suicune. Anyhow, Raikou comes into the North Wind and gets Toxic. Okay, so this is probably stall. Eggy doubles in, finds a Coup, could Stun Spore here if it has it. Thief lands on the Coon. Could be a Roar Coup, because it switched so readily out of the Eggy. Coup comes in on the Law and Order. Lax pops in, threatens out the Raikou, goes to Skarmory, nails it with an early Flamethrower, not even trying to hide the fact they have the Flame. Golem kind of just feasts on Flame Lax now. Alright, Kool-Aid comes in on the Goblin, takes a not negligible amount, but just a bit of chip. It's a little bit of chip. Spike on the Fori. Eggy. Okay, threatening sleep. Suicune comes in and dodges sleep. Eggy does not want to get toxic there. Just Surf Crit on the Zapdos. So this is double electric Eggy stuff. Last Mon is assuredly the normal resist or some bizarre stuff is going on here. Thunder misses on the Raik. T-Bolt onto the poisoned KMT. Golem pops in to say hello. Let me take care of these spikes for you. You know, you left these behind, and they're kind of on my property. We don't appreciate that, you know. Let's just get rid of them. Let's clean them up. Let's imitate a Pokemon that comes out in Generation 9 named a Mousehold and tidy up this side of my field. Sleep Powder's on the Coon. Does it stay in? It's unlikely to have Giga. It's going to have Psychic Boom as the last two moves. Wax pops in to say hello. Could be a possible goal. EQ, yeah, okay. It could be 3 attacks, Flamethrower, EQ, Double Edge. It's probably not AOA Lax. AOA Lax with Flamethrower is depressing, but usable, I guess. Nails the Goblin. But yeah, so just throwing out the attacks liberally with this Lax, not trying for any subterfuge, saying, oh, I don't have Flamethrower, send in your Scarm, send in your Fori to spike on me. Oh, I don't have EQ, send in your Goblin. Please, please, sir. But Lax is threatening everything, should I get the prediction correctly, but Toxic on it is absolutely brutal if this is non-rest. But the burn on Scarm is probably irrelevant because it's resting up soon. Yeah, it just goes for rest. It's gonna take a Flamethrower. 42. Lax could EQ here, but Suicune is just a great middle ground into it too. Yes, here it comes. Zapdos comes in on everything that wants to come in on the Lax. This is all an attacking Lax. It might be getting cut short, but it barely looks like it can really make some progress if all the predictions are correct. Rapid Spin comes up. Fori scares out the Golem with the threat of Giga Drain, Toxic, whatnot. Coup comes in, spikes are reestablished. So it really looks like, is this Lax rest, or is it 3 attacks? Is it 3 attacks rest, or is it 4 attacks Lax? That's what's most important to see. Because with 3 attacks rest, this Lax actually makes a lot of progress because the Coon is thieved. Otherwise, the Coon just completely bullies the 3 attacks Lax. Just keeps forcing it to rest and doesn't take too much. Coon serving as a mixed wall in that scenario. Golem on Golem. Does Coco just stay in an EQ to punish a potential spin? No, they get out to their 4E to potentially reestablish spikes. The Koi likely switches out here, fearing Toxic. It's Giga Drain. Toxic Giga Drain. This is an old team. This is an old sample. Not old as in, like, I think this is in the last sample cycle. Giga Drain Fury has since been removed. Like, from the current version of this one, it's now HP Fire Fury. Because Giga Drain Fury is depressing in the mirror matchup. It's so awful. As Charles Habaneros puts it, Giga Drain Fury has a place in the metagame. That place is not on Double Dog Stall. Toxic blanks into the zapped. Why is my music stopping? Who thought this was okay? Who thought this was reasonable to authorize? This is a travesty. This is a crime against humanity. This is suffering. This is pain. It's the end of the world as we know it. Golem comes in. Golem comes in. Lax switches out. Lax is not doing poorly on the health. Cloister is not doing poorly on the health. Remains untoxicked. Fury in on the spikes. Surfs it. Spikes up. Giga Drain 4 can kind of stay in here in 1v1. OBS having a hard time. Music having a hard time. Zap throwing out the 4E. Do we see? No, it's not Thunder. It's Rest. Alright, so Snorlax. Better have Snore. I want to see Sleep, Rest, Snore as the last two moves. Please give me that. I would appreciate it. It would make me feel nice and fuzzy inside. Psychic on the Scarm. Doing a bit. Now switches out into the 4E. And it's Zapdos. Alright, now that I have music scenario, music words. Now that I have the music sorted out, I can more fully delve into the in-depth commentary that I am better at than just saying, oh no, a Cloister switched in, and it got Rapid spun on, oh. Well, alright, let's look at potential ways to win. Of course, we're seeing stall on Coco's end, so winning isn't the priority. Not losing is. On Chew Heart Attacks side, 3 booms, potentially 4th on the Lax. 4 booms here is kind of nice if you can nail your booms right. Eggy gets walled hard by the steals. Zapdos and Raikou aren't part of our boom equation. Ooh, Thunder Crits are also a beautiful way. Okay. Just like Thunder Crit para, full para. Those are the scariest thing on Lax. Sleep Talks the Q. Yeah, likely a Rourke is potentially a Rorku. So there's 2 ways you can really try and win. Nail your booms on the right targets, like, where are you aiming? Depends on the route you want to take. Also, if Lax is Rest, get that thing in and, like, find a way to boom on Coon. Like, force Coon in. So you force Coon. Ooh, Golem dies DQ. Sorry, I should be pausing and commentating for this, because things are actually happening while I'm trying to explain what I'm thinking. So a potential route to win is, you have Sleep Pressure. If you can kill the Coon, and you have a Rest Lax, then the one thing really stopping you from having this Lax take over the game is that Coon, and then you blow it up and it's gone. Good. So that's one way to do it. You can also you're having a hard time really winning the spikes war right now. But if you can chip that 40 down and get, like, you can really aim to win that. But since your golem's gone now, that's very unlikely. Coco's looking in a pretty commanding position now. They just have to not lose. Law and Order comes in. This is a little dicey unless you're Sleep Talk Scarm. You're 2-hit KO'd. Switches out. I don't know, were you expecting a Sleep Powder there? Could have just gone to the coup if you expect Sleep Powder. Well, this is one way to get a lot of value out of... This is... Yeah, so this Eggy is really putting in the work with Psychic. Kills the Fori. That's a huge deal. Well, no, that's a big-ish deal. Knowing... Well, you lose... Like, you don't Golem. Letting that Golem go is... Like, you kind of didn't really have switch-ins, but, like... Letting Golem means they can drop the Fori, and now you just have to keep your spikes up. So, yeah. You don't really have to... Where Fori was kind of negligible as soon as Golem drops. This Lax is getting really low. It's gonna rest this turn if it has it. Okay, it does. That makes a lot more sense why it's Flamethrower, not Fire Blast. So, this Eggy should... Ooh, switching into Double Edge could kill you right here. But you switch into Golem. Coco not choosing to press the advantage of Double Edging into the Lax that's forced to rest. But, of course, it could be a Boom Lax that booms right there. So it makes sense to go to Golem. Yeah. So, if you can get Eggy to go boom, boom, boom on the North Wind, you're in a pretty nice spot, but the Skarmory is kind of denying that. So as of right now, you can also try force the... You can just call all your Lax moves correctly, you know? Just proceed to Flamethrower the Skarmory, then EQ the Goblin, and Double Edge into the Coon. This, Koi is getting really low. If you lose spikes on Coco's side, it's probably a win for them. Doesn't boom, gets Double Edge, that's probably game. I'm out here theorizing to the edge of the universe while Chew Heart Attack has just kind of lost the game. Unless you can magically prevent the Golem from ever being able to spin, but I seriously doubt that, as you're going to burn a turn to sleep here and it clicks Rapid Spin and you just lost. Yeah. Or somehow get Eggy to boom on the Coon and proceed to call your moves correctly. You could win by that, but, like, they have spikes on your field. You have no spikes on their field. This is rough. This is rough. We're gonna propel this into hyper fast because I think this is a very long game, and by long I mean exceptionally long. I know one of the 3 games that has already been played is exceptionally long because people were memeing about it in the forums. Lex comes in, finds a Q. Do we see the correct move? We don't. EQ into Coon is not particularly effective, especially when it just Sleep Talks Rest. Yeah, I think Coco has to not play bad, and Chew has to play out of their mind for either to win. I don't even know how you play out of your mind here. Just, like, Double Edge the Coon whenever it comes in. Like, right now, a Coon's coming in. Dang it. No, he called it better than me. Maybe get a Flamethrower crit or a Double Edge crit. See, this is what you should be doing. You need a Double Edge crit the North Wind at some point, though. Sleep Talk Toxic, that's fine. You're playing it right. Now you just call it correctly and not get boomed on. Zapdos is fine here, but you don't have spikes. We were doing this earlier when you had spikes and your Golem was healthy. and your cloister was healthy, I could be talking a completely different game. But you really didn't try and leverage this lax set, and now you need to kind of crit this coon or have it not sleep talk the right things ever. Thunder miss on the lax is huge here. It was in 2-hit KO range. Thunder miss again. We needed a crit or Paraful Para. That's rather unfortunate. Coco, I don't. They really unnecessary. Then maybe Chu has a shot at winning this. Sleep Talk Thunders. The stall team could get taxed. But it's looking like Chu's gonna need that now. Or misplays. Rest. Double edge. Thunder. Double edge. I don't know. Thunder crit here could be big. Sleep Talks. Lax is getting relatively low, but HP and it rests. Running lower on Sleep Talks, both of them. Just one Thunder remaining from the Zapdos. I think she was just going to run out of attacking PP. Yeah. This game's kind of a foregone conclusion. It's a T-Volt coup, which really doesn't do much at all. I think your Lax is the only way you ever win this, and you have to get lucky against the Coon. If you can get Coon to switch in and double edge it on the switch, it's in KO range, and then it's a Sleep Talk rest. So I suppose that it's not unwinnable. Booms into Scarm. Yep, you better go Snorlax. You better double edge that Coon or EQ the Golem. He double edges the Golem. Now you gotta get out of there. Double the Zapdos. That one Thunder. No, you don't have one Thunder left. Never mind. You need to double the Raikou right here on a potential Coon. No. You call it right. Don't let the don't let the Lax in. I was wrong there. We're playing it hyper fast. You do lose to their Lax is the problem. Oh dear. If you lose Speed Tie, you lose. Coco could have pushed for luck there. Could have pushed for the winning Speed Tie. Because if your opponent wins their Speed Tie and double edged and crits you, that's insane. They have to rest there and try and rest loop you. But that's not very favorable for them, or possible, really. So it does look like Coco just wins EQ, and then boom, it's over. Yeah. Whoa. Have I been recording this with the wrong mic the whole time? I sure have.